Very good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to discuss about work-life balance. Okay, what
Okay,
are we going to discuss? We are going to discuss work-life balance. Okay,
okay,
and I'm going to share my screen with you all. I hope you can see my screen.
yeah,
Good. You can see my screen, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. Thank you. Okay, so we
yes,
will discuss about work-life balance today. Okay, these days work-life balance can seem like an impossible feat. What it becomes nowadays, people are suffering from so much stress. Okay, from their family things, because of their work, because of their health. They are suffering from stress. They're suffering from some kind of sicknesses. They are suffering from the different kind of things. Okay, in such a scenario, and the most important during this pandemic, it is very tough to maintain our motivation level high, because people are facing so many things. Okay, and someone's family there is problem day by day. Someone suffering from COVID, someone is losing his job because of COVID, someone are not are getting salary cuts. So these are the things what are affects a person's life, and it affects our work as well as the family life. Okay, so how we can balance between the work and the life. Okay, so these days work life balance can seem like an impossible feat. Technology makes workers accessible around the clock. What has it done? Technology has made workers accessible, means workers, so many workers, be it IT and non-IT companies, are being forced to work around the clock. They are although the people are at comfort of their home, but they are working more in comparison to they were working in the office. Okay, so
yeah,
technology makes workers accessible around the clock. Fears of job loss incentivize longer hours. What is this? Fear of job loss. Maybe I would lose my job if I not work for long hours. Okay,
mhm,
so what is this? Fear of job loss incentivize longer hours of work. Okay, in fact, hoping in 94% of working professionals reported working more than 50 hours per week. What they are doing? 94 working professionals are working for more than 50 hours a week. Okay, generally the work hours used to be 8 into 5, that is 40 hours per week. 8 days, sorry, 5 days a week and 8 hours a day. So general timing to work in a week is to 40 hours. Okay, but people are working for 50 hours, 60 hours, 70 hours, up to 70 hours people are working in,
mhm,
and nearly half said they worked more than 65 hours per week. Half of them what did? They did work for 65 hours per week. So if in case a person is working for 65 hours a week, definitely their work, their family life is going to be impacted. If person will be working for office only, definitely their family life will be disturbed. Okay, they will not be able to spare time for their family, be it children's education, be it traveling, be it spending time with the kids, be it giving tuition to the kids of their own. I'm not talking about the professional tuition tutors. I'm talking about on the study to the kids. Okay, and to spending time with the families, spending time with parents, spending time with a spouse. So this is something that people are facing if they are working for more time in the office. Okay, so experts agree the compounding stress from the never ending workday is damaging. What is doing? Experts have agreed that the compounding stress from the never ending workday is damaging. What is who's damaging? The never ending work is damaging. It can hurt relationships. What it can hurt relationships, health and overall happiness. So work life balance means something different to every individual. Work life balance used to be different for everyone. It's not me. Maybe my strength to work is to 40 hours, but maybe the other's strength work would be 50 hours or 55 hours or 60 hours. Okay, so it depends person to person how is he's feeling. Okay, or how much time he does need to his to give it to give to his family,
Mhm.
how much time he need to spend on the outing,
Hello, sir. Yeah, voice is not getting. Hello, hello, sir. Your voice is not getting. I think network problem.
Sir, still you are not audible.
okay. Am I clear now?
Yeah.
Am I clear now?
Yes, sir. Now
Yes, sir.
it's audible. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Actually, it becomes because of network problem sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so but there are health and career experts share tips to help you to find the balance that's right for you. Okay,
Mhm.
first of all is let go of perfectionism. Allow overachievers to be perfectionists. See
Perfectionist.
at a young age when
Okay.
let go of perfectionism. Okay,
Mhm.
young age
Sir,
on their
Sir, you are
to
not audible.
oh my god, what happened to it? Okay, uh, I hope I am audible now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no? So a lot of overachievers develop perfectionist tendencies at young age when demand on their time are limited to schools, okay, hobbies, and maybe an after school job. So it's easier to maintain that perfectionist habit as a kid. But as you grow up, life gets more complicated. Okay. What happens guys when we are students or when we are in our school or college? At that time we do have lots of time with us. Okay. At that time we can, pursue or we can go for perfectionism. We can do the things with the perfection. But as soon as our time goes up, okay, we become a father, we become a mother, okay, we become, or even older, we do have so many relationships, we become uncle, okay, and then in that case it takes time. Okay, things get complicated. We will have to spare time for our spouse, for our family, for our parents also, because at that time when we are in the age of 35 or 40, our parents also get older. In that case we need to spare some time for them also. We need to take care of them also, as well as we need to take care of our kids because they used to be small enough at that time. So
Yes.
let's go perfection. Okay, as you climb the ladder at the work and as your family grows, your responsibility mushroom. Okay, what happens? Your responsibilities do mushroom. So perfectionism becomes out of reach, and if that habit is left unchecked, it can become destructive. If you will leave your that habit of perfectionism, in that case your things can be, you can become destructive. Okay, so you do have to unplug. Okay, attempting to program that make work easier. Technology has helped our lives in many ways. What you should unplug your phone, laptop aside to spare some time with your family or to spare some time for yourself alone. Okay, that from the telecommuting to programs that make work easier, technology has helped our lives in many ways. Okay, but it has also created expectations of constant accessibility. What has it done? It has done expectation of constant accessibility. Means we should always have access to these devices. If we will not access these technological platforms, our things would start to suffer. Okay, the work day never seems to be end. When we are in the world of technical era, then the world the day do not gets end, but it does keep on going, and the technology keep us on taking work from us. Because if you are in any company, then those companies are having some apps. Those companies are having some apps, and those apps, with the helps of those apps, you keep on getting some notifications either from your boss, either from your subordinates, or either from your clients or the customers. Okay, to
Yeah.
make some things or to do some things. Okay, in that case, what happens, you becomes accessible all the time. It's be it night 1 p.m, 1 a.m, anytime. It is nights 1 a.m, or it is 12 a.m of night. Any time you keep on getting notifications. I'm not talking in the all the cases, but it has been pervasive. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there are times when you should just shut your phone off and enjoy the moment. What you should do, you should just shut your phone off and enjoy the moment, says Robert Brooks, a professor of psychology at Harvard Medical School and co-author of the Power of Resistance, Achieving Detains, Balance, Confidence, and Personal Strength in Your Life. Who is the author of?
Okay.
The
Co-author of the Power of Proceedings.
Achieving Balance,
Okay.
Confidence, and personal strength in your life. Okay,
Yeah.
Brooks says that no phone notification interrupt your off time. Brooks says that phone notifications interrupt your off time and inject an undercurrent of stress in your system. What it does, it does inject an undercurrent of stress in your system. So don't text your kids saucer game, and don't send work emails while you are hanging out with the family. What you should not do, you should not send work emails
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you are with your family. Okay, you should
Yeah.
keep your mind completely unplugged from the technical things, so that you can feel free and you can enjoy the moment wherever you are. Okay,
Yes.
Brooks advice, make quality time true quality time. What you should do, you should make the quality time true quality time, not just key you are in mid of the things. Once you went on outing with your family, but still you are carrying your laptop and still you are carrying your phone with you all the time. That's not the right way. Okay, by not reacting to the updates from the work, you will be developing a stronger habit of resilience. What you will be developing, you will be developing a stronger habit of resilience. Resilient people feel a greater sense of control over their lives. Okay, say Brooks, while reactive people have less control and are more prone to stress. Okay, the people who are resilient do have more control over their life, or over their things in the life. But the persons who are reactive, they do react, and they are more prone to get into the stress. Okay, exercise and meditate to keep yourself healthy and to make the balance between the work and life. You should exercise and meditate. Okay, even when we are busy, we make time for crucial things in life. What should we do? We should make time for the crucial things in life, and we eat like we eat. Okay, the crucial thing is eat. We cannot live without eating. Okay, we go to the bathroom, we sleep, and yet one of our most crucial needs, exercise, is often first thing to go when our calendar fill up. Okay, when we are complete, or we are done with all these things like eating, going to washroom, to sleep, to what. Okay, if something is remaining on our calendar vacant, or if we can pull some time out of our busy schedule, then what we should do, what the first thing we should do is that is to exercise, because exercise is an effective stress reducer. What is exercise? Exercise is an effective stress reducer.
Yeah.
It pumps feel good endorphins through your body. It helps to lift your mood and can even serve a 1-2 punch by also putting you in a meditative state, according to the IIBm Chilip. Okay. So what happens if you are not able to get time out of your busy schedule, then in that case you should try at least to spare some time. As per the science, you should extract at least 20 minutes of exercise daily. You should do 20 minutes of exercise daily, so that you can make complete movement of your body. Okay.
Yes.
And the Pudder York recommends dedicating a few chunks of time each week to self-care, whether it is exercise, yoga, or meditation. What you should do, you should spare some time to exercise, yoga, or meditation. And if you are really pressed for time, start small with deep breathing. What you should do, if you are not still you are not able to find time or fetch time, then you should start with the deep breathing. Deep breathing is one of the most, or the one of the best exercise to get relief of the stress. Okay. And that can be done during your commute, like if you are traveling from home to your home to office, or office to home. At that time you can do it. If you are sitting at your seat during the work tenure, then also you can do it. Okay. A
Yes.
quick 5-minute medication session morning and night, or the replacing drinking alcohol with a healthier form of stress reduction. What you can do is you can replace your alcohol with your meditation, be it in the morning or in the night. Okay. When I talk about balance, not everything has to be the completion and the achievement of a task. It also has to include self-care, so that your body, mind, and soul are being refreshed. Say Pudder York. Pudder York says that when I talk about the balance, it's not everything that has to be completion and the achievement of the task. It's not achievement of the task. It is about the self-care, so that your body, mind, and soul are being refreshed. Okay. These exercises require minor efforts but offer majority payoffs. These exercises does require very minor efforts. Very minor efforts you need to put to exercise, to meditate. Okay. And to you do yoga, but at the same time, these just have lots of impact upon your things, and this payoffs. Psychotherapist Brian Robinson, who is also the professor emeritus at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte and author of the book Classified to the Desk, okay, explains that our automatic nervous system include two branches. What our automatic nervous system include? That does include two branches: the sympathetic nervous system, or our body stress response. What is this? This is our body's stress response. And the parasympathetic nervous system, our body's rest and digest response. Okay. The key is to find something that you can build into your life that will activate your parasympathetic nervous system. What will be activated by? That will be activated by the parasympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system does includes our body's rest and the digest response. How does we digest the things?
Okay.
Okay. And Sage Robinson short meditative exercise like deep breathing or grounding your sense in your present surroundings are great place to start. You can start with your deep breathing or grounding your senses. Grounding your senses means putting your attention upon the things by what you are surrounded. Okay. So for example, if you are in your room, then you can put your attention upon the fan. You can put your attention upon the light, upon the switches, upon the sockets, upon the walls, or maybe any other article lying in your room or in your office cabin. Okay. That are places to start. The more you do this, the more you activate your parasympathetic nervous system. What you do, once you will do it, your nervous system will be activated more, okay, which calms everything down. What it does, it does calms everything, and not just in the moment, says Robinson. Over the time you start to notice that in your life your parasympathetic nervous system will start to trump your sympathetic nervous system. What it will do, it will start to trump your sympathetic nervous system also, okay. So what is parasympathetic nervous system? It is your body's rest and digest response. And what is the sympathetic nervous system? Our body's stress response, that how does our body responds to the stress. Next is limit time wasting activities and the people. What you should do, you should limit your time wasting activities and the people. Time wasting activities like watching uh, some of the web series over the phone, maybe during late night, early morning, anytime, okay, you should not do it. And you should limit yourself from the peoples also who are of not huge, okay. We see so many people who are not of use, so you should try to avoid yourself from such peoples who are having negative thoughts in their mind, and they are spreading negative thoughts. So first identify what is the most important in your life. What you should do, you should identify what's the most important in your life. This list will differ for everyone. What will it do? This list will differ for everyone. Someone will be having anything else. So for example, if there is athlete, okay, he will be having his exercise and his that kind of activities and his important list, okay. And if there is a reader, or if there is a scholar, he will be having reading in their most important things. If there is a cook, he will be having the cooking habits and their importance, okay. Apart from it, what he will be having, he will be having something that where he can engage himself in the free time, himself or herself in the free time. Okay, so first of all, you should decide that what is important for you and what is less important than that. That we have understand in the time management skills, where we have done some sessions about the time management skills. In time management skills, we are having three kind of things, okay. Most important, important, and then to schedule the non-important, okay. The list will differ for everyone, so make sure it truly reflects your priorities, okay. What does it reflect your priorities, not someone else's. That list should have your own priorities, not someone else's, okay. Draw firm boundaries so you can devote quality time to these high priority people and the activities. From there, schedule, okay.
Your voice is not clear.
I'm saying from there it will be easier to determine that what needs to be trimmed from the schedule and what should be there in the schedule, okay. What happens in the day timing, or in the in our daily basis schedule, we do so many things what are not exactly required, okay, but we do them, okay. At the same time, like wasting time with some of the friends who are not the good one, okay, but to just spending time uselessly, okay. And some of the friends we have that are very important for us, who are part of our life, so we should spend good time with them, because that is mandatorily required, okay. So one thing at the same time could be negative also, one thing at the same time could be positive also, but it depends situation to situation, that to whom and what at what time, okay. So if email or the internet surfing sends you into a time wasting spiral, what it does, if email or internet surfing sends you into a time wasting spiral, establish rule to keep you on the task. What you should do, you should try to keep yourself on the task, not to make yourself here to there, okay. That may mean turning off email notification and replying in batches during limited time each day. What you should do, you should turn off your email notifications, and then you should reply all the mails in a specific time, okay. message during limited times each. If you are mindlessly surfing Facebook or cat blocks when you should be getting work done, try using productivity software like Freedom, Leech Block, or Rescue Time. Okay, and if you find your time being glopped gobbled up by less constructive people, find ways to diplomatically limit these interactions. Okay, kerneled kerneled every morning by the office chatter box. These are some other things. Okay, politely excuse yourself, drinks with the work gang in the night before a busy important day. What happens ki say for example I have a presentation tomorrow. Okay, and if I spend my lots of time with my friends in the late till late in the evening, maybe in the dinner, or maybe in some of the alcoholic party, so that's not good to do. So we should have
Yeah, yeah.
priority. Okay, and you should not be very blunt also. Okay, you say no, it's my tomorrow, it's my that or the presentation, so I'll not be able to come with you. You should not say like that, because
Hmm.
that you cannot do it. And if you will do so, it will make your relation, it will affect your relationship with that particular group. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you should try to politely ask yourself to excuse, and then to move away from there. Okay, so limit yourself from the time wasting activities and the people. It will be like that. Okay, like reading all the mails in a go, and reading all the WhatsApp messages at once, not to keep on checking WhatsApp for every message again and again. Okay, so these
Yeah,
are
yeah.
something that can help you out to waste your time. Limiting waste your time. Change the
Okay.
structure of your life. Okay, then what you
Okay.
should do, you should change the structure of your life. Sometimes we fall into a rut and assume our habits are set in stone. Okay, what happens when sometimes we you know fall into a rut? Sometimes we make our we do badly disturb our routine. Okay, and we do things, or it becomes a habit ki, yaar, this is the thing what I can do. I do not get time. All the times we can keep on complaining ki, I do not get time, I do not get time. Okay, so take a
Yeah, yeah.
bird's eye view of your life and ask yourself, what change could I make? What changes could make life easier? Okay, that what are the changes that you can make to make your life easier? Okay, the Potter York remembers meeting with the senior executive woman who for 20 years of her marriage arranged dinner for her husband every night. What she did? She did arrange for the dinner for her husband every night, but as the higher earner with the more demanding job, the trips to the grocery store and daily meal preparation were adding too much stress to her life. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
my response to her was, give me a second. So my response to her was, maybe it is time to change the habit. What is it? It is time to change the habit. Recalls Potter York, the executive worried her husband might be upset, but Potter York insisted that if she wanted to reduce the stress, this structural change could accomplish just that. Okay, so instead of trying to do it all, focus on activities specialize in you and value the most. Okay, what you should do, you should not do all those things for sake of happiness of others. Okay, but you should do all those things what are really important to you. You should not just keep on running with the air or with the flow. You should not do that. You should take firm steps. You should take firm decisions that this is something that is good for me and this is something that is not good for me. Okay, so spend time in only in those activities what are going to add something to your career, something to your life. Okay,
Okay.
and maybe some, see, I'm not talking about career only here, I'm talking about life also. Okay, sometimes what happens, we get
Mm-hmm.
so many things in our career, in our job, in our at our workplace. Maybe it is job, or maybe it is your business, or it is maybe it is your self employment activity. Okay, are there, it is most important to keep on only the important things, and what are going to value you, and to living all the things what are of none use for you. Okay, I'm not talking about the things of non-use, like spending time with your family, going for the outing is not of huge. It's not that going out with your family is something that is important, most
Yes.
important.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I understand.
Start small and build from there. What you should do, you should starting the things from small and then start to build from there. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
we have all been there. Crash diets that fizzle out. What you should do, you should crash diets, you should make all those diets away that fizzle you out. New Year's resolution we forget by February. What we do, whenever their new year do comes, okay, we do make some resolutions and we forget that resolutions by February, means within 2 months, or maybe
Yes.
within January itself. Every year we do think, "Yeah, this time I'll do it and I'll not do this." Okay,
Yes.
as soon as 1 month do passes, we do forget the resolution. And it's same with the work life balance. When we take on too much too quickly, says Brooks. Okay, what it does, if we take something very much and that also very quickly, then it hurts. So many of his workaholic clients commit to drastic changes. What does, many of the workaholic clients commit to drastic changes, cutting their hours from 80 hours to a week to 40. What does they does cut their working hours from 80 hours to 40 hours only, bumping up their daily run from 0 miles to a day to 5 miles a day. They do bump up, they do increase their 0 miles to 8 miles a day, 5 miles a day. So it's a recipe of for failure. What is it? It's a recipe for failure, says Brooks. If you will all of a sudden you will change something, then definitely it's not going to be continued for long. Okay, but what you should do, you should take a small steps. You should start small, then to keep on increasing it. Okay, you should not do something all of a sudden. So when one client who was always absent from his family dinners what to begin attending the meals nightly, he was attending the meals daily. So Brooks urged him to start smaller. So he began with one evening a week, and eventually he worked his way up to 2 to 3 dinners per week. Okay, the person who was never able to take dinner with his family, he started with one dinner in a week, then two dinner in a week, and then to three. Okay, so that is the way that you take small steps, but with care. Okay, that you can keep.
Yes.
People from the like majorly the digital things, we should unplug ourselves at the time when we should not plug with these. Exercise and meditate, we should always exercise and meditate to keep ourselves healthy and fit. Okay, because there are two nervous systems, one is sympathetic nervous system and another is parasympathetic nervous system. You should try to strengthen your parasympathetic nervous system so that your later on your sympathetic nervous system also can be controlled and can be good. Okay,
Yeah. True, sir.
then is limit wasting time and activities. You should limit time wasting activities, like keep on surfing Facebook, keep on surfing Instagram, keep on surfing some other social media platforms, and hanging up with the people what are not going to be of no use. Okay, change the structure of your life. You should change the structure of your life. That is to be done by sparing time, extracting time for the important things rather than uh, leaving or the cutting short or the sorting out the time for the things what are not important for you.
Yes.
Start small and build from there. You should start small changes from day one, and then you should keep on increasing.
Yeah.
Not something all of a sudden, because that is not going to be continued. Okay, with this I'll say thanks to all of you. Thanks a lot for joining
Thanks a lot,
today's
sir.
session.
Thanks a lot, sir. Very nice session. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.